أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters here, how are you all? Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fiki. Hope and pray that you all are well and good, inshallah, bismillah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, we are into the day 12th of this Canva mastery course and only 3 days are left by, right? Subhanallah. So we are almost heading towards the completion of this course and Alhamdulillah by now, but so far we have learned so many concepts, right? Subhanallah. Probably you were not thinking that you would be able to edit these things like the business flyers, you would be able to do all of these steps very easily, right? Inshallah, alhamdulillah. I just want you all to practice this skill so that you can just gain a confidence so that you can work on to providing the services with this skill that you have learned, dear sisters and brothers. By now, I hope that you all have been doing this with me, inshallah ta'ala, because your homeworks that you're submitting are very well put up, mashallah. I just want you all to work a bit more harder just for this 15 days so that you can just gain a mastery over the skill and then just start providing the services with the skill. Okay, inshallah ta'ala. You have a pro application in hand, dear sisters and brothers. Even if you have a doubt, like whether I would be able to do this or not, you can just go ahead with this pro app. Okay, you just have a very excellent features, a very excellent templates in hand. You can even go ahead with the templates and start providing the services for your clients, inshallah ta'ala. So be ready for today, inshallah. Today we are going to again witness the same topics that we had done in yesterday's class, but with a quite different, what we say, angle, inshallah. Today you are going to learn the same things that were explained in yesterday's class, but it was for single products. Today you are going to learn it with the multiple products, inshallah. Let's begin Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim with a rectification of intention so that Allah puts barakah in our affairs so that we will be rewarded throughout this course or throughout this time that we are spending here. And whatever every click that we are making here, may Allah reward us with our intentions. I mean, so these were the intentions I want you all to make so that we can just gain reward through this journey, inshallah ta'ala. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's continue. Inshallah, we are into the day 11. Sorry, day 12th, and let's give a quick recap on whatever we had dealt with. We started off yesterday's class with business sales flyer. We were discussing how to create the business flyers, right? Because this is a key concept of editing, key concept of providing services, key concept wherein you're going to do the graphic designing, the sales flyers, the advertisements, the promotions, etc., are all under the sales flyers, sales banners, business banners, and everything. And also the one important concept in the business banners is product photography. How are you going to get the photography from? Where are you going to get the photography from? Whether you can generate it using the AI, you can generate it using the already available stock images, or you can have it photographed with your digital cameras, something like that. Okay, you can get it from the client as well. So yesterday we had seen with the AI as well as the graphics, the already available stock images, or you can just get it from the product then, right? So now, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah, we're also going to discuss animated ads, how we are going to have the ads, inshallah. So, uh, uh, inshallah, we are going to discuss all of these topics and these things, dear sisters and brothers, were the banners that were put up. Okay, so this were the what we say, these were the business sale flyers that we had created in yesterday's class. So, alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, let's begin. Just look into this design. These were the flyers that we had created in yesterday's class. Look into this. We had learned something called as easy reflection. We had learned something called as platforms, adding the shadows by our own, adding two different screens by our own. Just look into the designs. Do you even feel that you have created this design by yourselves? Yes, you did it, right? Subhanallah, this is as easy as that. In yesterday's 1 hour session, we were able to create at least 30 designs together. together. 30 designs. Just look into it. We had created at least 30 designs, dear sisters and brothers. So it's as simple as that. You just have to start into this journey. You will be able to create the designs within 5 minutes and provide it for your clients. Okay. So not worry. So just look into the designs, how beautifully you had manipulated the colorings of this. Just look into the designs, how a neat touch up was given, how even without corrections this looked very classy, very excellent, very professional. Did you ever think that you would be able to design such a professional kind of flyer? No, right? With this app, you will be able to do it in seconds and minutes, dear sisters and brothers. So I already told you in the very second class, a good designer is the one who has to put up the good designs and also has to deliver the designs at a faster speed. What he should not take forever to deliver it, right? So these are the two things to make sure that you are a good designer. Good designer must follow all of the basic principles of designing, graphic designing that we taught in the very first class, very first few classes, right? Hopefully you remember. What are the few principles? Can you all just mention? Can you just mention to me what are the principles of graphic designing? Basic principles. Let's see how much you have hold on the first few sessions of this course, inshallah. I can mention it, inshallah. We'll be heading on. Just look into the designs, how beautifully we had created these stuffs. Alhamdulillah, these were the different this, and this was done using the AI, right? Subhanallah. And also we had seen how to generate some of the AI images very beautifully. These were then using the platform, some of the stuffs with the cutouts, some of the stuffs with the blobs, okay, some of the stuffs with different what we say, the stylizing, font stylizing, different elements. This was put up very well. And also at the end, I was explaining to you how to create your own graphics, I mean, your own backgrounds just for single products or more. And today, inshallah, we'll continue with the same concepts itself, inshallah. So let's begin, dear sisters and brothers. Again, we have the same session for today. That is, we are going to create the business sales banners, sales flyers, and also we are going to add some topics like how to animate it and make it into the form of the ads to be put up on the Facebook, Instagram, and more. And be ready with the two devices, inshallah. Open up the same project that you were working on in today's session, and just be ready, inshallah. We're going to start ahead, inshallah. The same project. You can just open up the same project. Where is it? Probably it's over here. Yes, this is the project that we had been creating yesterday, and alhamdulillah, this at least 21 designs we did all together, right? Okay. MashaAllah, dear sister Saliha Sheikh, Barakallahu Fiki, we have learned basic principles of designing. The very first principle was hierarchy, the second one is typography, alignment, very excellent, contrast, another thing is repetitions, another thing is what more, dear sisters and brothers? Hierarchy was the very first one, right? And we also had something named as coloring, right? Color, how you're going to make use of the color stuffs, color palettes, color wheels, and what more. We had so many, seven of it, rulers and margins. Yes, they were something that to be included inside the designing. Yes, but the basic principles of designing, we had discussed eight basic principles of designing. Yes, eight basic principles of designing were discussed in third session of ours. Okay, so alhamdulillah, now we'll just continue on to this design. We were creating this design, we were learning how to just add a beautiful background and stuff. I told you when you have something like flashy thing to be put up here, like flash sale or something like that, you could do this very excellently. I mean, for example, if you have something like what we say, the handbag to be put up at the center or something like that, or a single star product of the what we say of the sale, if they want to put up, so, usually the companies or the supermarkets or whatever stuff, apparel stores or anywhere, they have a star product wherein they give very high discount to that product. So this way, you can just create the backgrounds very beautifully to make sure to add a beautiful what we say to add a beautiful this one a sales banner to it. Okay, so yesterday we were going ahead with the comic background, so we'll just go ahead with the same thing, comic background. I'll create more stuffs and show you how beautiful you can do well with that. Now this one. Okay, if you want to add this something in the edge, 5 to 6 we'll create together. Okay, 5 to 6 backgrounds, inshallah. Just do it together with me. Just do these things. Do these things. You will get the time. Get somewhere into your editing journey. You will be able. You will be having the clients who will be asking you to create something like this as well, inshallah. Because I recently finished up with this the same projects with this thing. Okay, you can just go ahead. Even these things, you can even add dual things to it, dual stuffs to this, and create something. These comic backgrounds are excellent. I already told you. If you can just merge these things with two what we say, two backgrounds, reduce its transparency to make sure you're having a good look. You're giving a good look, something like this. Okay, even this looks good. Look into the screen, dear sisters and brothers. It even looks good. If you want to go ahead and change the stylizing, go ahead with the styles and change the color palette and see how beautiful you can change it. Something like this if you want to try. If you want to try something like these things, you can just try excellent outputs for these designs. What these are called as comic backgrounds with something like this. If you want to try, please try these things. Come on, try it along with me so that you'll all be satisfied with the content that you're creating together with me, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, hopefully you're done these many things with me, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, you can even change the colors to this design. See how beautifully you can just change it within seconds. Within seconds, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so these were the backgrounds that we had created. Now the stuff that you have to add is nothing but something a flash kind of sale, some big sale. I'll just write big sale. If there is something like that, someone has put up some big sale and they wanted to, they have asked you to create something like that, then this would go well with that. Fine. I'll just check it out if we have some good big sale kind of this one, super big sale. See, it looks so classy with this, right? So you can, you can even create these things, okay? These are, hopefully you remember, type craft, okay? Type, you have all of it. You just type here as a type, okay? You have type craft, type gradient, type extrude, okay? Type extrude. This is something called as type extrude, wherein you can just make use of these things and create this super big sale. Just go ahead and see type extrude and also type this one. That's the next one. One more was there. Type lettering. Yes, type lettering is also something that you can go ahead and type craft. Just see here, all of these type tools will help you to create something like this. Okay, something like this. It's very easy to create. Fine, it's very easy to create all of this. You can do it by yourselves. So what we do, we instead of going ahead with that, we'll just go with the elements and grab something that is very excellent. Okay. And also this big sale, if I want, I can put it like this in the center. Big sale up to 50% off. And which store we can just mention. Okay, and also there will be something like season end sale or something like all of those sales. You can just put it up here and there and just create these stuff uh, all by yourselves, inshallah ta'ala. So this is something that I wanted to explain to you about how you're going to create the beautiful backgrounds and add beautiful stuffs in it so that you can just create some of the what we say some beautiful stuffs. Okay, this flash sale. Okay, I'll just show you one such thing how you're just going to go ahead with and create, put some things on it. Flash sale. Okay, we have some beautiful flash sale kind of backgrounds. You can just, even if you want, you can put this up. See how beautiful it looks, right? On the screen. If you put it something like this, okay, then you can even have some announcement button, okay, announcement kind of what we say, announcement, and we'll just search for it. See this thing, this announcement, you can put it somewhere here or there, okay, and this is something called as thunder or lightning, okay, you can just search for the lightning even if you want to grab that thing, the something that is along with the um, microphone. Okay, lightning. So just see, it's not lighting, it's lightning. Okay, or something like thunder. You can put it here. Lightning. See this. These ones I was referring to something like this. If you want to write it here, if you want to keep it here and duplicate it and keep it somewhere here and flip it over, flip horizontally. Okay, something like this you can make sure, and you can just add it on the what we say this one. You can change the colors later, and also if you want to add some textual content, at which store this flash sale is coming up, or something like season end sale or something like that. Okay, or clearance sale on this store, clearance sale and flash sale. It is basically flash sale wherein you're having 50% off. You can even go ahead and get the clearance sale kind of this one from the store. 50% off on selected products or on all products. Something like something very flashy kind of sales if you have. You can put it up inside these things and you can just have it very well put up in this kind of designs. Okay. Okay, now make sure the fonts are going very well with your designs. Okay, remember the fonts play a very key role. Okay, key role in your designing. Fine. And now I'll just duplicate this. I'll write www.anystore. Already told you probably it was the same thing. I just found it generated on the Lebas store. I'll just put lebas.com. Okay, it was probably a clearance sale that put up something like this. Okay, so you can just change the colors using these things like this if you wish to. See how beautiful it is generated, right? So come on, this is one such design. See how beautifully we generated design within seconds. Within seconds, okay. We can just go ahead and do with that. Super big sale up to 70% off. Now you can just take something like if it's an apparel store and they have the what we say, they have very much what we say discounts on products like, for example, I'll put t-shirts. Okay, t-shirts. You can go ahead with graphic and grab some t-shirts, or you can go ahead with the photos and grab some t-shirts. Okay, better to grab the t-shirts along with what we say without backgrounds, right? Okay, one t-shirt I can hang it something like this. Okay, we can just rotate it like this. Or another thing is t-shirt and any other thing you can just mention, and shirts if you wish to. One with a hanger I have put up, so we have to make sure the second one also goes well with the hanger itself. Okay, so make sure you're assigning things that go, or what we say, hand in hand. There should be some kind of reputations. There should be kind of what we say, some connection between the things that you have, or the hoodies. I'll just write if they have a hoodie. Okay, let me write this hoodie. Okay, these are the two flash sales kind of concepts. So I take this hoodie because there is a hanger along with it. So I'll just put it like this and rotate it here, somewhat here. Okay. And I think I have to reduce it in size. Okay. T-shirts and hoodies. You can even mention there. T-shirts and hoodies for sale. You can also have a label. Please make sure label. Okay. Remember these things, label of the products. So you can take the labels or the tags. You can write tags instead of this. Tag, T-A-G-S. Okay. Instead of this. If you don't get it fine with the labels, go ahead with the tag. See here, this tag you can grab and you can place it here. This is for 50% off or something like that. This is for this much. You can even mention what is the price, selling price. Okay, you can just go ahead with the labels or tags. Please try this along with me. I just want you all to work with me, please, because I have to make sure that you all are doing well in designing. Okay, this tag if you want. See how beautiful things you have in hand. You just have to start creating. That's all. You have it all here. You just have to get an idea, get a, what do we say, get a concept. That's all. Once you get a concept, you just can create excellent outputs. Fine. Okay, something like this if you wish to, or if you want it very excellently put up, take few more. You have to look for more better concepts. I mean, more better ideas, and then you just can start off. Okay, somewhere here if you want to put up, and you can just put it up here and just mention the rates if you wish to. You can duplicate this one and make it black kind of this one here, or something like that. It's all up to you. Okay, one important thing: do not, what we say, do not settle for something you do not like. That is the thing that I would just want to mention. You can just mention the textual content now, and this I'll just add this one. I'll just ungroup it. T-shirts and hoodies, or the combination, buy or t-shirts and hoodies for this much. T-shirt and hoodie. There's something called as star products in every store that they have, right? So you can just write t-shirts and hoodies just for rupee 500. Rupee 500. I mean together. So this would be the star product if it is of the sale. Okay, make sure. Okay, so once it is like this, make sure you are rotating it. Hopefully you know how to rotate the things, right? Okay, but this one of the student was finding it difficult to rotate the things. So select multiple, you rotate in this way. And make sure it is aligning perfectly with this label. You can just see with this and see here. This is perfectly aligning with the label now. Okay, now make sure it is perfectly put up like this, and if you want, you can change the colors altogether, or you can just remove the select button, a multiple button, and then just can go ahead with something else now. Okay, so this is it, dear sisters and brothers. This is very well put up. Now, if you want to change the colors, you can change it, or now you just have to add something like, oh, sorry, we just want something like store name. We'll just copy it around and place it here. That's all. So see how beautifully we generated things, right? Now, if you want to change colors, go ahead with the designing. Color palettes works wonders, dear sisters and brothers, as we have seen, as we have generated hundreds of, designs with this just the color palette. By the end of this course, at least you would be in hand with you would be having 100 designs in hand, dear sisters and brothers. This 15 days course, dear sisters and brothers, you would be able to generate at least 100 designs all by yourself. So I already tell my students, please practice live in class. If you don't practice live in class, at least do a thing. You have to sit back after the class, look into the recordings, and just work with the recordings and generate whatever is being taught in the session. So that you can just gain confidence in whatever you have learned all through in the session. So this just look into the design. Super big sale, flash sale, 50% off, something like this, big sale. See how beautiful it looks. If you want to change the look, you just can go ahead and change the colorings like this. Okay, you can just make sure this designs goes very well with the colors. Hopefully you are now understanding the value of this color palette, right? Yes, because this color palette is a thing that you will all what we rely on once you just go ahead with this providing services, right, dear sisters and brothers? Because this color palette is something that will help you in a ways that you cannot imagine. It will help you in a way that you feel like it will reduce the work of the designer. This is something um, that is helpful for you all, inshallah. Okay, we created single products, multiple products as well. Inshallah, we'll see some more steps. For example, if I want to create a advertisement for an abaya store, or what we say, khimar store or abaya stores, let me just do it with together with you. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, do things with me, inshallah. I just want to graphically design it all by myself. Let's begin, inshallah. I'll take a shape. Let's begin. Come on, just do this. This is something like this. I'll take a shape. I usually put up the things in two colors. Okay, if I want, I'll place this thing in this way, and one side I'll add the this one, and one side I'll add the photos of the products, and one side I'll add the text. Or what am I thinking of doing is I can even give it a more better look like this. If I change it to something like this, come on, please do this with me. I just want to do this with me. Okay, let it be like this. Okay, arrange it however you want. Okay, so now this is fine. I just wanted to be give it a multiple background look. Okay, later I can change this using the change the coloring using color palettes. Coloring is not at all any of any worry, right? It's not at all of any you just have it all in the color palettes or the stylizing. Okay, now I just want to project the products here. So how to project the products? I'll take this labeling round shapes again. For this round shape, I'll put one round shape here. Okay. Okay, I'll change its color probably to, it's not that colorful. Okay, let it be. I'll just put second here. I'll just reduce it. Okay, probably think that is a uh, three product sale. Okay, three product sales that have 3-star products to be mentioned here. So let's go ahead. I've taken 3 shapes. Let me grab frames now. Round frames. I'll put this frame here. One frame. Duplicate this. Okay, make sure it is smaller, and whatever it is, it should go inside this. Okay, come on, do it with me. It goes very well, inshallah. Inshallah, it will be put up very well. This is called as graphic designing. That's all. You don't have anything extra called as graphic design. It's nothing but you're creating something from the scratch, all by your imagination. So something like you want it to be put up like this, or if you want it to be made like this, or something like that, right? Okay, now what you can do, I told you one side I want to write all of the products, and one side I just want to mention about the sales. Okay, now we want to the products. Abaya, I'll just mention Abaya, or probably it's called Burkha store. You can just go ahead with that. Photos, you can just grab. Just look into the photos if you want. You'll just put up the photos here. You can just mention the star products of their sale. one photo. It is one thing like this. These are the three photos. Or you can even add multiple items, 5 to 6 one the same line you can add. Okay, so that you can just save the place there. Okay, you can even put something like the products, whatever is there, hijab caps, the khimar, what we say, the niqab, or whatever, dear sisters and brothers, and put it up um into the design. Okay, let it be this one. And okay, make sure the designs that you're having, I mean the colors that you're having there, it's well aligned with the colors of the background. We can do it later. Okay, now the store name, if you want to mention, let's mention it very typographically. Let's go ahead with the type, textual content. We'll see what is well here. I'll just grab this one, art or not. Okay, I usually use this. It's not like you have to use this itself. Please make sure you're using something that you love. Okay, this font combination, I find it good. So I'll just write the hijab store, okay, or the haya store. So make sure you're writing it very perfectly well aligned. The haya, let it be haya store, okay, Haya. Okay, this goes well. I'll just increase it in size. Yeah, beautifully we can do this, right? The haya store. So what I'll do, I'll just change this. I'll duplicate this. Okay, I'll place this here. Store, I'll write it on this. Store. See how beautifully this is called as typography. Hopefully, you all remember what is typography. It's nothing but playing with the textual content in terms of their sizes, in terms of their fonts, in terms of their, yes, type crafting. Correct? And also coloring, dear sisters and brothers. This is all called as typography. Fine? Okay. If you want to further reduce this up and make sure it is very excellently put up. Okay, the Haya store. And if there is any logo of their own, you can even put a logo of their own. I'll just take something from the graphics and see if there's some good logo for the Haya store. Okay, think that this is their logo. You can put their logo somewhere here, the Haya store. Okay, this looks good, very classy. Okay, what more now you want to put? Okay, D is very big. Let it be a bit smaller. And okay, see here, these things seems very minute for us, but you have to make sure that this looks goes well with the designs that you're having, right? Then what is it? What is being the what is the product sale? What is put up here? You can just mention it now, right? You can take the labels also. You can even take the shapes also. See how we are just designing with the shapes. I'll take the shape. Okay, hopefully you know how to convert the shapes into labels. I already told you. For example, if you reduce this in size or give it a more corner rounding, you can convert it into the labels. One label is done. Second label, if you want to write shop with us for this following products or something like that, these labels you can just have. And then at the edge you can just have this thing, something like this. Okay, to mention their, what we say, the location or the phone number. Okay, all the details you can mention here. Fine. Okay. One important thing, please don't rely on the templates itself when you are providing the services to your client, because your client has to get something. You have to get satisfaction with the design that you have created, right? You have to feel like this is my something, there's some effort of mine as well here. Correct? Okay. Just duplicate this now. Place it here. Duplicate, duplicate. Yeah, beautiful. It's put up. Now you can just mention like text message. It's all what we say, client given messages that you can mention here. Okay, I'll just put it up here. Shop with us to get what we say, the following products in hand. We have the following products in our store. Please shop, or what we say, whatever, dear sisters and brothers. It's all the client given things that you can mention. I'll just ungroup it. Shop with us for, or the variety of products. Products at store. Okay, products at store. You can just mention all the products that are at the store, or something like, if you have any sales for specific products, buy one or this one, you get this one. And if you want to mention the prices also, that is also applicable. That's also fine. Products at store, you can mention, for example, I'll just duplicate it. I'll write it here. MR. Next product you can mention. Yeah, but yeah. Okay. This just it's all the client given. See, make sure you're doing it right. I'll just write this product at 1, 2, 3. I'll just duplicate the same thing around 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at edge you just have to mention the location. Where is this Haya store located at? This Haya store. Okay. It's not this Haya store, the location you have to write. You have to write entire location. Probably, hopefully, you all remember how to get the location tab, and then just go ahead with this Haya store location to be written here. Fine. Okay, I'll just mention it here, and you just have to write the location. This is just an example how you can create. If you want to add more stuff to this, for example, 50% off on something, or this flash sale is being put up, Ramadan sale is here. You even have the Ramadan sale, kind of what we say, flash sale. You can just have even this one if you wish to. You can grab some stuff like this. Even for the products, if you want to mention what is their price, which is our special product, you can just mention this is a special product, whichever. For example, I'll just reduce this, and this is a special product. Okay, special discount just for rupee this much, something like this. Okay, all of this will help you in the ways that you can never imagine, inshallah. Okay, I'll just add something like this over here. Okay, this is just to fill up the space. Your client will have in hand what we say the various sales things and whatever their ideas. You can just put it up in your format and create it. Okay, this is just a simple flyer that we have created. Now it is not yet finished, dear sisters and brothers. What is left out in this is images. What we say the coloring is left out, right? Hopefully you all remember the coloring should be given very excellently. So how are you going to give the coloring? What will help you? Can you just mention now? After 12 classes all together with you, let me see now at least who will mention this. What is the thing that will help you to get the beautiful colors? Yes, I want everyone here to mention this. What is the thing that will help you to get colors onto this design? Where are you going to fetch the color from? Yes? Going to the designs, going to the color palette. Very good, excellent put up, mashallah. So you just have to go ahead with the color palettes and just start with, just look into the design that was here. I'll duplicate it and just look at the changes that it will process when you just go ahead with the color palette, which will give you the beautiful color combinations. Just look into this. It looks very beautiful. Okay. Remove the unnecessary stuff that are here. Okay. This looks very, very excellent. Fine. Okay. Even this looks good. Even this looks good. Just look into this designs, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, one I'll just put up by graphics, good graphic, so that it looks good with the design. Well put up with the design. I'll just put it here somewhere. The logo. In this way, you can just add whatever you want, like things, some elements if you want. Okay. Okay, it changes the font of the text. Remember, you are going to the combination, font combination. You're not using the this one. So don't go ahead with the combinations. I already told you, don't prefer using the combination. I don't prefer using the combination. It also changes the font. Okay. So we prefer using the color palettes only, the third part, dear sisters and brothers. Don't go with the recently used, don't do with the combinations, go with the color palettes only. Okay. Font sets are not that mandatory. You don't have to get it from here because you can have a beautiful fonts designed by yourself, right? Go ahead with the color palettes. Hopefully you have understood Sister Soliha Sheikh. Okay, this is how you get a beautiful color palette. See how beautifully we generated. Go ahead with the color palette and not with the font combinations. Okay, just go ahead with the color palettes. See how beautifully it is being put up, right? So now I'll change. We'll do some more editing together, inshallah. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, think that there's a travel agency and it's offering you a service flyer. They want a service flyer made. Okay, how are you going to make it? Okay, for example, at any destination you can mention. Okay, what comes to my mind is an Umrah package now. Okay, so for an Umrah package, what do we prefer? Adding the photos or this 2 photos or 3 photos, any 3 photos. Let me have the combination of 3 photos. So we'll just prefer using Makkah, Medina, And let me see what more. Okay, one photo I have grabbed. Second, Masjid al-Haram. And then we are just going ahead with Masjid al-Nabawi. And then another, anything like any Islamic, what we say, sites, what we can just see, like Mount Hira, that is for the visit or something like that. We can even put that, right? Uh, Okay, it's not here. Um, let's see if we have something in the store. Photos. Okay, there's you can even, I think we could have preferred using the Arafah mountain. Okay, so these are the three photos that I have just grabbed. So now what the same thing. You can just go ahead and take the frames, round frames. Better to go ahead with the frames instead of just going and putting the photos like this. Make sure you're putting it inside the frames to make it more, what we say, more eye catchy, more better. Okay, I'll just take the brown frame itself, one frame. We can add it anywhere. For example, this is an horizontal pattern, so I'll take it horizontally itself. One here, one here, one here. Okay, three designed perfectly. Now I'll just add here. Okay, let this be at the side itself. No, no, no. Let me put this at the midst itself. Okay, let this frame be here. That will be here, and then let's do here. Okay, this tree I put up. So what am I thinking of is let this to be upwards. Okay, layer it upwards. Bring to front. Okay, then what else can I do now? I think we can just add more stuff to this, like how I created the same thing, the shapes. Now we can just graphically add the shape. Do it along with me. Come on, you will get a finished product without any, what we say. Inshallah, you will get a finished product. I'll just add this up. Okay, let it be behind this. Any coloring, white coloring if you want, you can give. Let's make sure. Okay, make sure it's a bit bigger than that. That's all. Duplicate, bigger, duplicate, bigger. I should have placed this at first itself, right? Okay, so what am I thinking of doing now is I'll just remove this up. We'll just paste this on the shape. Okay. Okay, now we'll just add these shapes. One shape, two shape, three shape. Okay. And then we have to bring these things forward. So make sure you're having it properly done with the layering. Okay, layering. You just have to grab it and place it above this. Grab it and place it above it. Layering and positioning. It's very easy here. You don't even have to worry. If you want to, you can just click on three dot button and you can just mention or go to the layers and bring to front. Okay, bring to front, and that way you can just bring it. For example, I'll just place this above this, place this here, place this here. Done. That's all. Okay, I wanted this to be the forward, right? Layer, bring to front. Okay, play with the stuffs. Play with this stuff. Layer, bring to front. Okay, this is so classy now. It looks good. The next thing that you can do, you can just give more touches to this, dear sisters and brothers. You know, you can even make this feel like, okay, what you can make it feel like is, okay, just a moment. How you can do this with is, okay, you can even give it a feel like this, dear sisters and brothers, like what we say, the drop shadow. I'll show you. Drop shadow. Okay, take the drop shadow. Okay, go ahead with this one. Okay, and see how beautifully you can put this up into. See, something like this you can carry and you can just put it like this. Okay, it feels like these are 3D, three-dimensionally put up on the screens, right? Hopefully you have understood how beautifully it is put up. Okay, something like this. Make sure it is not gone inside the frame that you have selected. Okay, once such design is done. Now we can duplicate this thing and we can place it somewhere outside like this, outside this. Okay. Okay, you have to work for this before and then you can just put it inside after grouping it up. Okay, that's better. Fine. Okay, done with the second one as well. Third one. We'll just go ahead with the third one and see how beautifully you can generate this thing. See how beautifully it's done, right? Hopefully you have understood why is this drop shadow so excellently put up. Can be excellently put up, right? Okay, this one is over. Then what else can we write? We can even add an image of the this one in the background, like Mecca. Let me see and see in the graphics if you wish to, or in the photos if you wish to. I'm thinking of adding it at the back side of this, here till here, so that I can mention. Yes, I'll just add it. You can do it for the various tours and traveling agencies. If you want, you can just mention for the Maldives tours and travels, or something like whichever you want. Send to back. See how beautiful it looks now. Okay. If you don't like that photo, take something else. Okay. Make sure you are generating or putting up the photos that are good to go with the designs. Fine. Okay. So I'll take this one and put it here, or something like. Okay. Even this is good. This is good. You can place it because it goes behind. That is a key point here. Clear, send it to back. Okay, no, it's too. You cannot even see this, right? So okay, this is fine for me now. Okay, it's too dull picture, I think. Okay, so yeah, how many times am I changing this, right? To make sure that we are generating something very beautifully, you have to make sure that you are changing it multiple times to have proper outcome, right? Send it to back. Okay, this is fine for me. Or if you want any more changes, you can do that. You would just have something called as replace the image instead if you want. Okay. This is also good. I think I'll prefer using this now. Yes, this is good. Send it to back. Coloring, it's actually not looking good because of coloring. You can change the coloring using the color palettes. No worries. Now we just can go ahead with the textual content. Take any textual content. For example, I told you I prefer using this first one. So I'll just take this one instead now. Okay. For this, I'll just ungroup it up. I'll just add the who is this tours and travels agency of. I'll just add the name. For example, Mecca Tours and Travels, or anything that I know. United Tours and Travels. United. Just write it here. Bold manner. Tours and Travels in this. TOURS and Travels. Come on, do it along with me. You have to do these things to be able to learn this very important stuff. Tours and Travels. Okay. So where is this thing? You can just reduce the size like this and just decrease it in size. Okay. Undo it up. Make sure you're decreasing and putting it up in the frame. Tours and Travels. United Tours and Travels. Yes, yes. Okay. Colors later you can change, or if you want, you can change it now itself. If you want to make it more bolder, make it more bolder. Colors will change later. Okay, now you have the packages. Hopefully, you know the various packages like this package, that package. If you want to mention that as well, go ahead with the shapes and mention it. Take the shapes in different formats. One shape here you can put up. Okay, like there's something like silver package, golden package, or whatever. One package here, one package here, or if you want to add some more labels to this, or if you want to add all packages in this, and I want to create some labels or put whatever services they are providing, you can even put it up here. All the packages inside this and services provided. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you want to write their phone number, location, wherever this tours and travel agency is present, you can just mention. And if you want to send this backwards, you can send it, layer it, send to back like this, and mention the what we say this one packages. And if you don't want, you can even keep it at the front itself, bring to front at the front itself, or make sure it is a bit smaller and this way. And then you just can create your stuff. The textual content is all yours. You can just go ahead with it and create it. If you want to reduce these things, group it up and reduce it. Okay. If it feels like all of the entire picture is occupied with this thing, with these photos, please reduce it up. Okay. Where with the designing now, change the colors. Colors was an important thing, right? That you had to work with. Come on, just work with this coloring now and create a beautiful coloring now. This was very excellently put up by our students. Okay, this way you can just go ahead and create beautiful colorings, add beautiful colorings, and just change it accordingly, inshallah. Okay, done. We are done with the design. Just coloring. You can just stay back and change the colorings as you wish. Okay. Hopefully, you have understood how to create the beautiful backgrounds together with me, Alhamdulillah. And this is done. One thing called as travel is done. Abaya stores is done. And what more is left out? If even if you want to create something with the cutouts, you can create like paper tones, something like this paper tone paper. Okay, you can create so many stuffs with the stone paper because that was put up very very well on various platforms actually. Something like this. There was some. There was somewhere I just had. There was something like this sale. It was with this thing, with this idea. Like this side and this side, they had a tone paper, and then they had generated this. Okay, in this way, you can just add something important inside the stuff and create it. Okay. It's all very easy to do. It's all very easy to do. Take it from me, you can just do it, inshallah. Once you are done, once you have learned all of these stuffs very excellently, you can put this up very excellently, inshallah ta'ala. And even if you want to create any salon kind of posters, okay, and with the good backgrounds if you want, okay, with the backgrounds, for example, of salon, if you are trying to create it for the salon, what I'm thinking of is I'll just duplicate this itself instead of working it on again. Instead of working on it again, I'll just duplicate this system. But if you want with the beauty salon, I'll just write salon. We'll just go ahead with the photos first. Okay, we won't be using any photos or the images of the people around. So, okay, this is everything I have added. Okay, then if you want it done with the backgrounds, good backgrounds, for example, if you want to have a pink background, hmm, just look into this. You can have these things and just add it as a replace background. Okay, now these things if you want you can just delete. Okay, I'm showing you with the backgrounds how beautiful you can do that. These things you can colorify it further, white coloring, because with the pink background this white goes well. This one goes well with the white. Instead of you making use of the color palettes, you can use these stuff. Right, now if you want to make sure to use the labels, you can use the labels in different ways. For example, if you want to write some stuff here, you can write it. Or if you want to reduce these things, you can reduce it up. These are not that major because they just show you some of the products. That's all. One, two, three. Okay, this is my preference. I just added it in the horizontal manner. You don't have to add it in the horizontal manner itself. Please make sure that about that. It's not like you have to do it in this way itself. It's all up to you. And we can do it in different ways. It's just, I mean, what we say. I have just added it. Now, this is a label that I have put up. If you want to give it a corner rounding, you can give it. If you want to add a border to this and change the colors, you can give it. Yes, sisters and brothers. Just look into these designs. You can just generate a very beautiful copy with this thing. Just look into this. Okay, if you want to write something else over here, you can write it. Make sure you're giving it a more corner rounding, more border weight, and colors of the borders can be changed to white like this or something like this. If you want to mention and place it, you can place it. You can mention the products or the features or whatever, whichever sale you want. Okay, create it very beautifully. These things, shapes might seem a bit this for you, but this works very great. The shapes that you're just using, they work very great, very well. Okay, you can just go ahead here and write, keep it like this. It also looks very classy. Send it a bit backwards, send backwards. Okay, this you can just mention the beauty parlor, beauty salon location. Okay, something like this. Okay, let me change the name also. Salon, I'll write here. You can write the name as well. So this is the way. You can do it in different ways, in hundreds of ways that you'll love to create the stuff. Beauty salon. I'll just write beauty salon. I'll just select this up. If you want to mention that this one, you can mention. And also for this thing, dear sisters and brothers, if you want to add more elements, okay. For example, I'll show you what kind of elements. I'll just write salon and see what kind of elements will be here in the graphics. Okay, if you want to add these things, these stuff like this beauty kind of feel, to give it a beauty kind of feel, okay, something like this. Okay, what more? You can even add some cuts to this like this, somewhere here behind this. Okay, these are the elements that you can add to the design and create this stuff beautifully. There's a butterfly here. You can even add this stuff somewhere here. Okay, try this all around your sisters and brothers so that it goes well. If you want, you can even add some hearts to this design. Yeah, place this in between this. Hopefully, it goes very well. Okay, something like this is here. And also don't make it more clumsy with these things. Okay, make sure you're adding something that you like and which goes well with the design. I'll just go ahead with the hearts and flowers. Hearts and flowers. Those are the things that you can prefer adding it here. Hearts and flowers. So these hearts you can add with the changed colors. Okay, colors I didn't yet touch on the colors, so it doesn't looks good if the colors are not put up well. Okay, just duplicate that, place it here and there. This heart, this heart. Okay, now you just can go ahead with the designing and changing the colors. See how beautifully you have generated this, right? So this is the way you can just change it. Go ahead with the pink itself if you wish to. Just look into this design and just see how beautiful you can just put these things up. Okay, the things that you don't like, please delete it. If this is fine here, don't want the heart here, delete it. And this is not at all looking well in the design, so we put it up into the whites. If the two hearts are too much here, delete it. Okay, make sure you're adding more stuffs to this design, like this or something like this. Whatever, it's all up to you. Make sure you're giving it a good, what we say, outlook, so that it goes well with the design that you have created. Fine. Hopefully you're understanding these things, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, this is just for a salon. If you want it for to be made with the entire background, so I'll just show you with another flyer, like henna design flyer, because these are the things that you will get in hand whenever you're going to start service. If you are a female student here, you will actually get this from your near and dear ones. They want you to do this for their various outlets like Haya, the Abaya outlets, and something like if they are good at henna designing, they'll ask you to create this. You can just do it. Go ahead with something like these as well. Okay, this one. I'll just add another, what we say. Okay, I just added this to the background itself. Henna designs appointments available. I just want to make sure to create something for someone who is who is good at, skilled at henna designing, and they want to offer their services at outlet or at the home or at, what we say, by visiting at the client's house or something like that. Okay, so this is one thing of the product that they have in hand. You can put it up like this, and you can even add a shape to this. For example, you can even add a simple shape background. I'll just go ahead with the shape. I've added a shape. I'll just cover it entirely with this. Come on, please do these things with me, inshallah. I have covered this entirely. Now you can just reduce the transparency of this so that, okay, the entirety, it should not feel like it's too clumsy. Now we just can go ahead with the textual content, whatever textual content you want. Okay, and now designing appointments. Okay, let me delete it all. And design. Okay, I'll just have it in single line. Usually we prefer using the narrow fonts, okay, the headings. So I usually add this kind of feel. Okay, and one more thing, dear sisters and brothers, you have to make sure this typography is done very perfectly. You can write by whom, or who is this offering the service, and henna designed by artist, this one by artist, that one. You can even mention their Instagram, YouTube handles, wherever they are creating it and showcasing their talent or something like that. By ABCD artist, you can write the name here, 3D. You can even mention artist there if you wish to. By henna designer, you can mention. Okay, then what else? Appointments available. I'll just grab the same thing. Sorry, I deleted it. You can just duplicate the same thing. Appointment level, make sure it is different fonts. Okay, I just added, duplicated it just to reduce my um, time spent here. Appointments available. I'll just add appointments available. Now you can grab the fonts, whichever font you require from the font store. Make sure it's a narrow kind of font because appointments goes well with the narrow fonts. Narrow font. This is good. Not at all. No, no, no. This is too. Okay, this looks good. Appointments available. Again, available. I think I'll go ahead with some handwriting kind of font. I'll just duplicate this round. I'll write this here. I'll take some other handwriting. Available. Available. Okay, this is good. We can place one above another to make sure it is going well. Okay, available. Done. Two is done. Now you just can mention the labels. For example, take the shapes, or you can even take the labels. Yes, it's similar. When this shape is taken, make sure the corner round. You just look into here. This you can even produce this in this way. Okay. Hopefully you have seen some of the labels. Like I'll show you how you can generate this label very beautifully. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. I'll just show you how beautiful you can do this. You can just mention their WhatsApp number, WhatsApp icon, and just see here. This thing, if you just place it inside this, it feels like a proper, what we say, label with the social icon, something like this. The phone number, phone, phone icon. Okay, take this, place it well inside this, and make sure it is going aligning very well with that. Okay, if you want to offer the services at the client's house or something like that, over there as well, you can just mention it. Everything else you can mention it like that, right? So this goes well. Make sure you're aligning it perfectly with that, fine. So this is something that you can take care of, fine. Location, and if you want to write the Instagram handle page, because they have to show the artwork, their artwork, right? Instagram logo. I'll take this one. You can just put it up here. You have to write the textual content now after this, right? Hopefully you know this. Okay. Then you can just mention the location, or you can just go ahead with something like you can just get the service done uh, at your this site, what we say, at your location, at this and this. Now even if you want more stuffs to be added here, for example, if you want to add more henna designs, because we have space left, right? Make sure you are not just leaving spaces here and there, please. So you can just go ahead and take some beautiful henna design and put it up in a frame. Any frame you can grab. Go and take a good frame. Okay, there was a frame for the henna design itself. You can even take that frame. See some beautiful frames that you can go ahead with. Okay, something very innovative, very creative kind of look you can give. Okay, something like this if you want, you can place it here and place this inside that. Okay, no, it doesn't look good. So make sure you're adding it into something that you love. Okay, don't settle for something that you do not love. That's the thing that you have to remember. Bring to front. Okay, this is good. So fine. Now this is a finished product. You just have to add the colors. That's all. How to add the colors, it's all up to you. I just duplicate the design. Look into the design that was already, and now look into the design once you change the colors. Okay, colors matters a lot, right? Here, how beautifully we did that all together. Appointments available. Okay, so this looks very classy. So we'll just go ahead with this. Make sure the frames that you're putting are very excellently put up. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, we have created how many designs? 31 total designs. Alhamdulillah. Coffee designs are over, and what we say, we have created for the perfumes. We have created for the various apparel stores or various these ones, and also we have created something like for the henna designs, tours and travels, beauty, high store, and flash sales, something like this, the fruit juice, the shoe sales, AI, with the AI, we have generated few of the stuffs. Okay, come on, we'll just generate one last one. If you have a supermarket in hand and you want to create, okay, one important stuff I just want to teach you, dear sisters and brothers, about the supermarkets or something like that, because I have been doing it for the various supermarkets since so many years. Okay, so I have a good, what we say, um, good experience with the supermarkets. Okay, just a moment. I'm thinking of making a grocery sale service kind of banner. Okay, so I'm just thinking of, okay, there is a supermarket and they want you to put up a delivery service, and they want to put up that this time they are giving the free delivery to whatever you are putting up. Okay, whatever you're going to put up. So delivery, I just want to create what we say flyer for them. So this is here. I'll just add this shape. Okay, so that it feels like a, okay, delivery person I want. So I'll just mention delivery person, delivery person, delivery boy. Let me see. Okay, I'll grab a beautiful, what we say, out of this one. I'll take this one itself. I'll put it up here. See how beautifully you can just generate it in a second. Now this looks at finished product with this graphic design, right? It's not yet finished. We just added this road here, and then this is a delivery person. It's not yet finished. It's not, it just begun. It feels like a finished product already, right? Yes, because it's such a graphics you have in hand, yes, sisters and brothers. Can now just mention the free delivery. See how beautifully within second I can create this for them and give it to. I actually created this and gave it to a supermarket. So I just wanted to create the same output. See here, the free delivery. So you can just mention some beautiful free delivery. I'll take this one itself, the very first one. The free delivery was given, and you even if you want to mention any label and write it for how many, what was there for the orders over this much, or for orders with this much, or something like that, you can even mention that. Or if you want to mention order now, order the products now, free delivery for next few months or something like that. Whatever you order, you will get a free delivery. Order now, I'll just take it. I'll take this order now here and put it up here. Order now, and then you can even mention the, what we say, so the services that are good to go with when you just order the free delivery. I mean, you might have a safe delivery, you might have a faster delivery, or you might have something like that. And also what we say, main what we say, main thing that is put up there. I'll take this font and group it up. Okay, we'll just have the grocery delivery service, right? We'll just have it written here, grocery, if it's a grocery of the supermarket or whatever, grocery. We'll just write it here, grocery. Delivery, I'll write it here, delivery. Make sure it is smaller, make sure it is smaller font, something like this. Okay, delivery, it's delivered written here. Change it. Grocery delivery service. Let me increase it in size. Let me place it here. Then the service, I think I can just use a simple text to add a text box. I'll add service and make sure it is put up. It's somewhere here. I'll just make sure it is put up in a very good way. Service, no. Let it be a bit narrow. So vertical service, yes, service. Let it be in this way if you wish to. Delivery, I think I'll just place it one above another so that it will not look very clumsy. Delivery service will go here. Okay, this looks good now. And if you want to add more labels to this stuff, okay, label, you can go ahead with the label and add what kind of delivery are you providing. So you can take this label, safe delivery, faster delivery, if you want to write it here, if you want to write it somewhere else, or if you want to write the name of the supermarket, you can just mention it somewhere here. Okay, done. We are done. That's all. Within seconds, we are done with the design. And you just have to mention, we just have to change the colors. That's all. That's the last thing that is left out here. Supermarket name. And now if you want to just go ahead with the color palettes and change it and see the finished product that you have in hand. How beautiful it is done, right? This is the finished product. This is fine for me and this is done. You can now supply it to the supermarket, wherever, for whomever you have created it for. Okay, if you want to mention, I told you, mention the features that are required already. If you want it here, if you want it here, I'll just duplicate it for you and write it here. Safe delivery, fast delivery, whatever. And also you have to mention some of the few stuffs, right? Like what we say, You have to mention some things like orders about what. Those are the important things. Um, okay, that you have to mention. So this is just a simple what we see, the flyer that we have created. If you want to change some things, some more things, you can just go ahead and change the colorings and some of the aspects that you like. Okay, so these are the designs that we have created all together. Now, Alhamdulillah, we are done with most of the designs to be put up in the what we say various what we say topics. Alhamdulillah, we have covered it all here, dear sisters and brothers. Now your client has told you, okay, this is done, these are the flyers that you have done. Now for example, I'll take any one flyer. Okay, now your clients want to put this as an ad on the Facebook, Instagram, or something like that, but you have created the flyer and given it for them, and this flyer they'll put it outside their outlet. Okay, this is done. This flyer they'll put it as a store outside the outlet, and then that is fine for them. Now they want you to create a ad out of it first thing. Okay, how are you going to create this? How are you going to manipulate the same design into the Facebook ad, into the Instagram ad, or the WhatsApp ad, dear sisters and brothers? Okay, how are you going to do that, dear sisters and brothers? Come on, can you just mention to me? Already I told you in yesterday's session, just if you want to change the dimensions of this, you just have a single click to do that. How are you going to do that? Go ahead with resize button, right? Go to the resize button. Now you just can resize this design to the Facebook ad. Also, you can just see it all. Resize this to the Instagram. Where is Instagram? Instagram ad I want, right? I'll just go ahead with Insta. Even if you want, you can just type it. YouTube ad if you want. You can resize it as also if you want to resize it for the Facebook is done. Instagram ad. Now this design will be resized into three patterns, three sizes. Okay. Do you want it for all 30 pages? Write it. No. You just want this last page. Okay. 32 page. Okay. Done. 32 page design. This design will be resized for Facebook ad, YouTube ad, Instagram ad. Just continue, within seconds it will be resized. This is a feature that is available for the pro users, dear sisters and brothers. You have it in hand. Make use of all of these stuffs and create the things very beautifully. Resize to three different designs. It will be resized to three different designs. It will be put up in three different frames. It will be put up in separate folder. Okay. So yeah, beautifully. You can open the folder and you can view it. Okay. So this way you can just resize this into the ad format. I'll show you one ad that has resized it to. Okay, resized ad. Okay, probably I'll take this one. Okay, it was just a grocery. Yes, it is resized to the Instagram ad. This is an Instagram ad. Now, dear sisters and brothers, your client says that I want this design to be animated. I don't want the stagnant photo of this. I want this ad to be animated in an animated format. I want it in the video format, not a static image. How would you do that? It is again a second's work. What you have to do, dear sisters and brothers, select the wall of this or the background of this, and now change this one. Change this one. Change it to something that is excellently put up. Drift animation. Put a beautiful animation. Okay, this also looks good. Both. Okay. Then you have the stock images, stock videos, stock footages. I mean stock audios as well. You can take that vocals if you want to put, because we do not prefer using the music, right? We do not use the music as a Islamic video editors. We don't prefer using the music. Now, if you want to add a voiceover to this, for example, what I do for my postings, dear sisters and brothers, I usually make use of the voiceovers. So how to add the voiceover to this? Go ahead and type voiceover. Okay, come on, do this. Because AI voiceovers is in trend nowadays, right? You don't even have to add your own voices, correct? Go to the voiceover. Okay, just go ahead. Voiceover. Please type in voiceover and you will get it. And with 28 languages, you have it for free. Okay, some of it are not free. So make sure you are not just using something that is free, because you have hundreds of apps that will offer you the voiceovers. Fine. Now you'll just mention this supermarket. What we'll say, I'll write the name of the supermarket. Any ABC. ABC supermarket is offering free delivery for its customers for the next 10 days or something like next 10 days. Okay, spelling should be good. It already told you make the spelling right. Next 10 days. Okay. make sure to grab most out of this deal or something like that. Okay, all should be put up by you. This is all the textual content of the client, so I just don't want to put it up here. So don't forget to call us, or don't forget to inquire with us, or send your what we say, send your grocery list, so that we can just provide for you whatever this one. Now we can just generate audio. Click on this generate audio. Within seconds, it will be generated and it will be added to the video, which will be added to this video. It's already added. Just look here. It's already added. You can just see, where is it? Voiceover has been successfully uploaded to the media and it is being added here. It is here. Did you try this along with me? Please type in if you all have tried this along with me, inshallah ta'ala. I hope so that you all have been trying this. Okay. So this is done. Now the ad is over. Ad is perfectly done. You can even add some more elements to this stuff, and you can just play this ad and show it to your client. And it's actually playing with the sound behind. Fine, it's playing with the sound behind. So make sure, for example, these things, if they don't appear well, dear sisters and brothers, animate it again. Go ahead and animate it again. Okay, animate it again. Some of the stuff that you don't like the animation. If you don't like the fade animation for this one, change it. Some drift kind of animation, some tumble kind of animation. Okay, storm kind of animation. Okay, make sure you give the different animation for different things. If you don't like the animation that is for the whole page, entire page, if you don't like, give the different animations. Now when you play this, it looks very perfect, very classy. Fine. Try this all along, inshallah ta'ala. Hopefully you all enjoyed this session with me, because these things were very well put up, and very, what we say, this will be very much of this is of much importance, dear sisters and brothers. This will be asked, I mean, by your clients, inshallah. They'll ask you to create these stuffs now and then, because this is a topic that is required by the clients. Okay. Okay, alhamdulillah, we have done with the designing. Almost all of the designs we have created. We have done with the ads also, how to create the animated ads is also seen, how you're going to add different stuff. So I'll just see if we have any topics left out, because I had written some things that I have to cover today, inshallah. Just give me a moment. Okay, hopefully I've understood some of the stuff. If you have any doubts, please type in. I'll give you a few minutes to clear your doubts, inshallah. Okay, there was a question here. Are you yet stuck on this question, dear sister? Without using an image frame, can we send it to the back? Did you try it? Okay, please answer me. If you're not done, you can just WhatsApp me. I'll help you throughout, inshallah. Okay, the next thing that I just wanted to address, I think most of the concepts are addressed, alhamdulillah. Okay, alhamdulillah, we are done with almost all the concepts that I had to cover in today's session, and alhamdulillah, we are done with today's class, dear sisters and brothers. And tomorrow is Sunday. I just want to announce that tomorrow we are not giving any leave tomorrow. Okay, we are not going on a holiday tomorrow, because we just have 3 more days left. So after that, it's a whole holiday, right? It's all, what we say, all off after 3 days. So just bear for the next 3 days and take a holiday, and you can cover up if you had left out with any homeworks or the recordings, class recordings. You can cover it up after 3 days, because we'll give time after the course ends, so that you will cover up all of the entire portion as well as the homeworks within next 4 to 5 days. And we'll have a time limit wherein you will be having the final projects assigned. You will be having the, what we say, the last day to submit all the homeworks as well, inshallah, because the homework is mandatory, dear sisters and brothers. Without the homeworks, I cannot evaluate that you have learned this skill. Okay, remember that every homework must be submitted, must and should be submitted. All of the homeworks, day 1 to day 15. You won't have many homeworks. Yesterday I didn't give you the homework. Hopefully you have seen that. You'll have at least only 10 homeworks. You don't have 15 homeworks. You might have only 10 or 11 homeworks to get there till the 15 days. Okay, you just have 11 homeworks. Make sure you would complete all of it. Till now you are just done, you are just having 7 homeworks. Okay, and today would be probably 8th homework, because today business flyers you have to send in. Whatever you have created, just send to me. Send it to me. That's all is the expectancy. Okay, whatever you have created in the classes, you have to send it. Okay, so to be eligible for the certification, you must send whatever has been created, because that's the way I can evaluate that you have learned something through this course, right? You just don't have to have the pro thing in hand and then just sit back and let the templates work with you. No, dear sisters and brothers, you have to work on the skill to make sure that you are, what we say, you are a graphic designer, right? Inshallah ta'ala. So make sure you're working on the skill, inshallah. So Okay, Alhamdulillah, we are done with all of this. Any doubts? I just wanted to see the chat box. Okay, Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers. If you have any doubts, you can just mention to me in the chat box now so that I can just clarify your doubts, inshallah. Any doubts, please mention. Tomorrow, okay, Alhamdulillah. Barakallah fiki, dear sisters and brothers. Alhamdulillah, we are done with today's class, and tomorrow, inshallah, you're going to again have very important concepts and the something called as video editing. Entire video editing, dear sisters and brothers, you will be able to clarify it. A mock-up, okay, probably yes, yes, yes. So a student has asked to create the 3D design. I'll just show you within a second. The 3D design, right? You are referring to the 3D designing, right? A student named Athar Qureshi. Yes, okay. I'll just show you now itself because I just don't wanna take it for the next class because probably I might forget it. So just a moment, inshallah. Give me a minute, inshallah. So how are you going to deal with something called as 3D designing because it was already being taught in the very third or fourth session. There's something called as photop.com. Okay, it is work. It is both good to go on PCs as well as smartphones. So we just prefer using this. We actually had this, we actually have it as a format for the Photoshop, okay? Because Photoshop is not easily accessible on the smartphones or something like that. So we prefer using photop.com, photop.com. Please make sure you're doing that, fine? So you just can go ahead with photop, type photop and see if you have it on the, what we say, Google. We'll leave this at. I'll show you here how you're going to go ahead with that. You're going to go ahead with this is the screen that will appear once you enter the photop.com. You will be having the templates. Go ahead with the templates because I just want to create the mockup in the format of the 3D logo. Fine, 3D mockup. So you can just go ahead with any logos, any 3D logos that you want. Okay, any 3D logo mockup. This is the first mockup that I've selected. So where this is the mockup that I like to create, like to put my logo onto and create it into the 3D format. So there is a hash here, number up to this design. This is where you have to click. Fine. Come on, just click on this. Okay, done. Just give it 2 to 3 seconds. It will go back. Okay. The next thing that you have to do is the layers are here. Okay. If you are with the smartphones, something like this will appear on the right side. Okay. This is layers. Click on this layers tab and go ahead with your logo here. Wherever there is mentioned as your logo here, they want you to place your logo on this site, on this, what we say, on this layer. So you just can go ahead with this dual click. Where are you going to dual click? Click on this, dual click on this one. Okay. Dual click, multiple press. Fine. If you are with the mouse, dual click with the, what we say, left thing on the mouse. Okay. Left selection. Dual click. Done. Now you don't want this thing, so you just eye it out or hide it because you don't want this logo. You want your own logo to be placed here. Eye it out or hide it up. Okay, eye out, hide it up. It's hidden. Now you're going to place your logo on this. Go to the file, open in place. Go to the open in place and take it from the media picker or wherever onto your folders, wherever you have. Take it. Okay, take whichever file. Make sure the file that you have downloaded should be in the PNG with the transparent background, as already discussed. I'll take this A to Z business support. I'll just add it here and make sure it is bigger, make it bigger and perfectly onto the screen. Again, bigger. Okay, yes, it's perfect now. Done. Okay, now you have to save this file. Save the smart object. Save the smart object. Done. Now you're just going back to the tab that you had. This is the tab that you had. This is where this is. Okay. Now you have to go back to the tab that you have opened up from there. Okay. Just click it. Dual click it or click it. See, now it has developed this into the 3D format. Very beautifully. Did you just see this? It is golden kind of feel it is giving you, and it is a 3D look that is giving you. This is the mock-up, okay? I already told you, you won't understand anything. I mean, you are not a good graphic designer if you do not know something called as a mock-up. Okay, this is how you generate the mock-ups within seconds. Okay, you just have to go to the file, save it up. How you're going to save it? Export it as PDF if you want. You can PDF, you can export it PNG or JPG file is better to go with because you want to provide the photo of this, right? You can just save it and just open it up and see how beautifully it is put up. Now you can just put it for your clients wherever you want. How beautifully it's generated with the highest quality. Okay, did you all like it? Hopefully you have understood it. If you have not understood it, this, please go through the recordings on the day of 4th or 5th class. I have explained it 3 to 4 times, dear sisters and brothers. Go through the recordings if you have not understood these things. Okay, don't worry, inshallah. If you have any doubts after that as well, text me on in WhatsApp and I'll help you throughout, inshallah. So this is the way how you can go ahead with the 3D designing. Alhamdulillah, hopefully I've understood. If not, you can just mention. Hopefully, if you have understood, you can just type in yes, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan, dear sisters and brothers. Barakallahu feeki. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Looking forward to see you all in tomorrow's session because tomorrow is a weekend, but still I want you all to gather together to get back to a very important concept in tomorrow's class because you're going to learn something called as how you're going to design your own invitation cards or something like that. Tomorrow, inshallah, will be a very important session. Make sure you all are attending it, inshallah ta'ala. So Jazakumullah khairan, dear sisters and brothers. Take care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.